Hi! How's it going? This is a new spot today for the TBR because it is so dark outside because it's raining and I want you to be able to see me, so I had to move and I brought my cart with me. Today we're going to be, I cannot believe it, doing the last TBR pick of the year of 2024 for December. This is insane. This year flew by. I'm not gonna reflect on the year. This is just a TBR video, but wow, what a year. It was amazing. Let's get into the TBR for today. But before we do, I just wanted to thank today's sponsor, which is Oodie. As you can see, I'm literally wearing a blanket right now. This is my Oodie. It is literally a wearable blanket. It is so cozy and so snug. This is genuinely something that I have been reading in every night because it keeps me so warm. I live in a pre-war New York City, Brooklyn apartment, and I don't have control over my heat. So sometimes it gets pretty, not freezing or anything. Don't worry, mom. But it can get cold in here. This has been my absolute saving grace. So whether you live in a pre-war New York City apartment like me, or if you just want to save some money on heat, Oodie. I also really love this because when I am getting snug and reading and I have just a normal blanket, I have to take my arm out of the blanket to turn the page. And when I'm feeling really snug and it's a little chilly and I want to stay warm and cozy, that can kind of ruin the vibe. So as a reader, that struggle gets totally eliminated with this Oodie. I also love Oodie because they're 100% cruelty free, which is a really important thing to me as a vegan and just someone that cares a lot about animals. And it has this huge, massive pocket. I can fit a whole book in there. I can fit my Kindle in there, my phone, whatever. I think this Oodie is a great gift for yourself if you're a reader. I mentioned it in my gift guide for any friends, family that you're looking to get a Christmas gift for that's also a reader. I think currently through November, they're having a Black Friday sale, but you can get your Oodie with the link in my description below. Check out the Oodies. They come in so many different colors and styles. There's some with avocados on them and kind of more fun prints, and then there's normal solid colors like this. Get one that fits your personality or a friend's personality or something for the holidays. I'll leave the link down in the description. Right now they are having a Black Friday sale, I think through November. So all of that information code wise will be on their website. After that, you can use my code EmilyJK15 for 15% off your order. If you get it, if you try it out, let me know what you think. I literally don't take it off because I work from home. I do change out of my pajamas because I like to be a human being, but I always put my Oodie on top of my clothes and just work in my Oodie. I sleep in my Oodie. I eat in my Oodie. I've just been doing everything in my Oodie, and it's super easy to just throw in the wash and give it a quick wash too, if you do live in it like I do. So anyway, let's get to the TBR this month. I wanted to do something slightly different for this month. This is obviously my physical TBR cart right here. We've got some books. I do feel I'm making a dent. My bottom shelf has some space. Do feel we're making progress. So my mom got me Kindle Unlimited for Christmas this year, a year of Kindle Unlimited. So I did want to include the selection of Kindle Unlimited for the prompts for this month as choices for the prompts for this month, just because I really want to make sure I'm reading specifically just this time. It's winter, it's getting cold, it's getting nasty outside. I really want to make sure I'm reading books that bring me joy. I think times to kind of stretch the reading muscles are more for sunny days and happy days, Now I really just want to read stuff that purely brings me joy, that I'm really excited to read. So I am going to incorporate some ebooks as choices today, if perhaps the cart is not giving all of the options that I want it to give. I'll also link this cart down below. I also included it in my gift guide. So we're gonna pick 6 books as per usual. I did well with my November TBR, so feeling good vibes for December. Okay, first we have, sorry, I also am getting over a cold, so excuse the absolute wretchedness of my voice. A book with a one-word title. All right, a lot of really wordy title. Oh, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I actually have 2 physical books here that I want to read. The first is Beartown. I just read a man called, it is Uva, I believe, because I listened to the audiobook and they said Uva. I always thought it was Ove, but I think it's Uva. And then this is by the same author, Frederick Bachman, Beartown. very wintry read, allegedly. And then Outlander, which is also a very wintry read. I imagine reading Outlander more in like January or February, so I might save it for that. My TBR last month was like long books. Like I did The Secret History, The Nightingale, which I'm reading now, and then I did like Saving Six. So I don't know, this is hard. This is a hard one. I want to try to keep the book length a little shorter this month because I think it will not intimidate me as much. And just I was able to get through November with the longer book choices, but I want to make sure I'm not like absolutely pushing myself too hard here. So I think I'm going to go with Beartown for the first book. So this is about a tiny community deep in the forest. Beartown hasn't been the best at anything in a long time, but down by the lake stands an old ice rink. And in that ice rink, Kevin, Amat, Benji, and the rest of the town's junior ice hockey team are about to compete in the national semifinals, and they actually have a shot at winning. All the hopes and dreams of this place now rest on the shoulders of a handful of teenage boys. Under that heavy burden, the semifinal match becomes the catalyst for a violent act that will leave a young girl traumatized in a town in turmoil. This is a story about a town and a game, but even more about loyalty, commitment, and the responsibilities of friendship, the people we disappoint even though we love them, and the decisions we make every day that come to define us. In this story of a small forest town, we found the entire world. I also just wanted to say, back on this Oodie, because I'm so comfortable right now, like, do you see the inside of this? Like, do you understand how comfortable this is? It is so comfortable. Jean-Luc will be like, I want to wear your Oodie today. And I'm like, no, like, I'm wearing it. He's like, but I want to wear it. Like, I might have to get him one. It is so comfortable. And also has a little hood. Anyway, so yeah, Beartown. It's wintry. It's small town winter vibes, and it matches my Oodie. So that's exciting. I like to match my books, and I'm always wearing this, so I feel like I have to pick this one. Okay, so that's book number 1. Book number 2. Set in a different country than my own. Well, I know Outlander is. I know the women goes to Vietnam, but I think it's mainly California. Okay, the first part of the book takes place in Vietnam, and the second part takes place in the United States. I feel like that counts, especially because I feel like the second part is so much about like how their time in Vietnam impacted their life when they came back. So I'm choosing this one. I'm doing it. This is definitely like one of her shorter books too. It's only like 450. I mean, for her, I feel like that's short. Yeah, this is about this young woman that like goes, I think, to participate as a nurse in the Vietnam War, and then she comes back. And I mentioned both Beartown and this book in my winter TBR video, so I feel like I'm being repetitive, so I'm not gonna like read the whole sleeve, but I am really excited to read this again. The Great Alone is also about the aftermath of the Vietnam War, and it's definitely something that I want to learn more about, and I do think the best way to learn about things is through people and characters and stories. The best way to learn about historical events, in my opinion, is through stories. Not to get all actory, but book 2, The Women. I haven't resorted to Kindle Unlimited yet. I would love to keep it all physical TBR, but I just want to make sure that I'm like genuinely excited. You know what I mean? Book 3, a book with a spooky vibe, even if it's not Halloween. I don't know. I'm gonna see what's on Kindle Unlimited for this one. I wonder if there's any like good, oh wait, hold on. Oh wait, okay, I actually feel like I've been wanting to read this book for a while. I go through murder mysteries so fast. I feel like this classifies as spooky. This is The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. I've had this for a very long time. A New Year's reunion in the remote Scottish wilderness. So it's New Year's too. I feel like that makes sense to read in December. The beautiful one, the golden one, the volatile one, the new parents, the quiet one, the city boy, the outsider. One of these friends is a murderer, and one won't make it out alive. Yeah, that's spooky. Let's do it. Lucy Foley, I've read Paris Apartment, which I was not a huge fan of. I did not read The Guest List, but I'm willing to give this another try, and it's a short thriller, which I usually just like breeze past. So I've had this for so long, and I do really want to read it. So let's do The Hunting Party. Book 4. Published before I was born. Oh. This is what we're doing. We're doing this. We're doing Valley of the Dolls. I talked about this in my winter TBR video. The reason I've been wanting to read this book so much is because I saw the movie when I was like 18. I really don't remember it, and I would love to like rewatch the movie, but I want to read the book first. At a time when women were destined to become housewives, Jacqueline, Suzanne, let us dream. Anne, Neely, and Jennifer are ambitious young women in New York City who become best friends as they struggle to make their mark. Eventually, they climb their way to the top, to the entertainment industry, only to find that there's no place left to go but down into the Valley of the Dolls. So it was first published in 1966, which was indeed before I was born. It remains an all-time pop culture classic, a pioneering work that tackled women's rights, gay rights, drug addiction, and the male literary establishment. I've wanted to read this for a really long time. December feels right. I love books about the rise and fall of people in the entertainment industry, and I've always said that. Book 5. I don't know what that says about me. A book featuring magic or fantasy elements. I'm gonna hate myself for that. Okay, magic or fantasy elements. This shelf is looking quite bare. This cart, I mean. I want to see actually what is on Kindle. You know what I really want to read, actually, is The Serpent and Wings of the Night on Kindle Unlimited. I've been wanting to read the series for a while because it's like so viral. It's very highly rated, 504 pages. For humans and vampires, the rules of survival are the same: never trust, never yield, and always, always guard your heart. The adopted human daughter of the night-born vampire king, Oriah, carved her place in a world designed to kill her. Her only chance to become something more than prey is entering the Kajari, a legendary tournament held by the goddess of death herself. So it's giving like Hunger Games, Cruel Prince like vibes, I guess. Powerless, but winning won't be easy. Amongst the most vicious warriors from all three vampire houses, to survive, Oriah is forced to make an alliance with a mysterious rival. Everything about Rain is dangerous. He is a ruthless vampire, an efficient killer. This really is giving Powerless to me. An enemy to her father's crown and her greatest competition, yet what terrifies her most of all is that she's oddly drawn to him. But there's no room for compassion in the Kajari. War for the House of Night brews, shattering everything that Oriah thought she knew about her home. And Rain may understand her more than anyone, but their blossoming attraction could be her downfall in a kingdom where nothing is more deadly than love. Yeah, let's do it. That seems like a nice wintry book. Nice little winter romantasy. Okay, so this is book number 6. A highly hyped book. Okay, I know what I'm doing. It's a book I really want to read. I've been reading one book of the Boys of Tommen, that's how you say it, series for the past like 3 months. I just finished Saving 6, so I think I'm gonna do Redeeming 6, and then I'll have one more to do in January. I am obsessed. I mean, obviously those books are like so highly rated. I think Redeeming 6 is the 4th one. It's hard to describe what this book is about because it's the 4th book of a series. It follows these young kids, these kids in high school in, I want to say they're in Cork, or in or around Cork, Ireland. Yeah, I got that right. My like ancestors are from Cork, and that's like one of the top places on my list to go in the world. It's interesting. The series is often pitched as like a sports romance because the main guy in the first 2 books plays rugby, and then Joey like plays hurling. I don't know if that's how you say it, plays hurling. Is a hurler, but it is like not about sports at all. Every book so far has been alternating points of view between like the guy and the girl. It's very much like slow burn romance type vibes, but it's also like very mature content as well. It's very, very serious themes. It's like way more than just high school romance, and these characters I think about so often. I think the series is very hyped, but I think for a good reason. Every book has like majority 5-star ratings on Goodreads. If you haven't read it, definitely check the content warnings. If you can handle it, read it. So those are my 6 books. Let's do a quick review. The physical books, we have Beartown to literally match my Oodie. We have The Women. So I'm actually really excited for this month. The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. This is probably the one I'm least excited about, but it's short and it's a thriller and I feel like I will enjoy it. Valley of the Dolls. I'm so excited. Although I really wish I had the original cover because this one is just like hideous. And then we have The Serpent and the Wings of the Night. And then we have Redeeming 6. What a good stack. I'm so excited. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books, what you thought, if any of them are like also on your TBR. Yeah, that's it. I am excited to share my thoughts on these books in January in 2025. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Wow. Time. Children get older. I'm getting older too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely holiday season or holiday. I think it's the Friday after Thanksgiving I'm releasing this. So I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see you in the next one.